Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Ozzy. If this is your first time, you're welcome. This is the channel I created to talk about my experience applying for a green card under the EB2 NIW category, which is also the employment-based second preference national interest waiver category. Today I'm going to tell you all about traveling while your application is pending. But if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now. And if you'd love to be the very first to hear every time I upload a new video, please click on the bell sign. So I've gotten questions with people asking me if they can travel while the application is pending, and the answer is yes, you can travel, but you need permission to do so. After we turned in our Form I-485 adjustment of status and we had our interview, we started to wait, but we really wanted to travel. My husband and I love to travel. And one of the places that we really wanted to go to was Japan. But the problem was that after I graduated and started working with my OPT, which is optional practical training, I was still on my student visa. However, my F1 visa had expired. And so I didn't have a valid travel document with which I could leave the country with, or with which I could return to the United States. Now we know that it's perfectly legal to be in the country with an expired visa as long as your OPT is still going on and as long as you're in the OPT status, right? But I really needed a travel document that would allow me come back in the country if I were to leave the country. Now it's important not to leave while your application is pending, because if you leave, then everything comes to a screeching halt. Everything you've worked hard for just ends like that, and you don't want that. So you want to apply for a travel document using the Form I-131. That allows USCIS to continue to process your case even when you travel out of the country. So make sure that when you turn in that I-131 application, you get a decision on that before you leave the country, all right? Now, the cool thing about this is that if you apply for I-131, which is application for travel document, along with your I-485, then you don't have to pay for the I-131, and it's free. And so you have to be proactively thinking about what your next steps are going to be. Think about the future. You may need to travel. You may have a family emergency. I don't want you to feel like you're trapped in the United States while your application is processing. And so make sure that you're thinking ahead when you're submitting your adjustment of status. Make sure that you take advantage of all the other forms that you can submit for free as well. Another form that I submitted with my I-485 was an application for employment authorization using the Form I-765. This form is actually also free if it's filed with the I-485 as well. And so the reason why I was asking for employment authorization again is that while I was on my OPT, I think I was about the third year of my OPT, because I'm a STEM graduate, right? So I was on the third year of my OPT, and then my OPT was about to end. And so I needed a document that could allow me work while USCIS was also processing my case. And so I applied for employment authorization, I applied for travel document, and then I also included my Form I-693, which is the evidence of medical checks and vaccination records, along with my I-485 application. I know it's a mouthful, I know, but I'm going to put all that information in the description portion below. One of the reasons I created this channel was to provide this information to you so that you could be proactively thinking about the next steps, and also to help you save money. When I applied for my green card, I didn't need any sponsors, I didn't use any lawyers, I saved thousands of dollars, and I want you to have that information as well. And so I-131 can be filed alongside I-485 as well, adjustment of status as well. So after we turned in our application, we waited about 3 to 4 months, and then we got an approval. Now we got a combo card. What that card is, it serves as our employment authorization document, and on the bottom of the card it also says this serves as advance parole. So that means that if we are to leave the country when we're coming back in, all we have to do is show them that card and we're good. All right, so make sure that you are thinking ahead. Make sure that you apply for that travel document so that if you do need to travel, then you have the option to do so as well. So you guys, so we went to Japan. Japan is such a beautiful country. It's so beautiful. We had such a great time. I really hope that we can do another episode just talking about our trip to Japan. I hope I can convince my husband to join me and we just talk about that beautiful country and the people. At the end of this video, I'm going to attach a 1-minute sneak peek of one of the beautiful experiences we had in Japan for you guys to enjoy. But we'll go ahead and make a video in the future just talking about our trip to Japan. Now we do intend to return to Japan with our friends because the experience was just so beautiful. We just want other people to experience it as well. All right, so yeah, we spent time in Japan and we had a great time. And when it was time to come back to the United States, the only place where we had to wait a little bit was the airline, right? So we used ANA going to Japan, and on our way back, they were looking at this combo card like, okay, what is this? They're used to the green card, but not the combo card. So they had to make sure that the card was legit, everything was okay. And then we got on the flight. When we came back to the United States, going through immigration, they moved us to a little room where they made sure that everything was, good, everything was correct. And then they said, welcome back. So it was seamless. It was such a beautiful trip, and we didn't have any problems at all. And I'm so glad that we actually applied for Advance Parole Travel Document, because it helped us experience Japan and have a wonderful, wonderful time. All right. A few things to take away from this video. If you don't want to pay $660 for your Form I-131, if you file that by itself, make sure you include that when you're adjusting your status using the Form I-485, because in that case, it's going to be free to file both Form I-131 as well as Form I-765. So I want you to think ahead when you're putting your application together. Now, I've also written the F1 Visa to Green Card ebook that will help qualified individuals successfully self-petition for their green cards under the employment-based second preference national interest waiver. If you're interested in this ebook, go ahead and look in the description portion of this video. I'll have links to that ebook. The ebook has templates, it has recommendation letters, petition letters, the list of all the documents I submitted, cover letters, information on traveling on advanced parole, our interview experience, every single document I submitted. I've taken out sensitive information, and I've just given you everything you need to get your application started. If you'd like to gain access to that ebook, go ahead and look in the description portion of this video, and you will have that to get your application started today. We've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. Enjoy the 1-minute video from our trip to Japan. If you have any questions, please ask in the comment section below, and I'll be very happy to give you more information. Until my next video, have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
Right.